Hello everyone, I am Rohit Jape. I am here to explain you about Excel formulas. I have some formulas, those are most useful. Those will help you to save your time and make your life easy. Now, I have listed those formulas here and we are going to see it one by one. I have some formulas on this sheet. In this another sheet I have some formulas, and in the similarly in the next sheet. Now, first formula, sum. As the name indicates, this will calculate total sum of the selected range. I will say sum sum, then I have to give tab, or I can have next cell that I have selected, cell, first cell, comma, second cell, comma, third cell, comma, fourth cell. Now this will give me the total. Another way to use this formula, sum, tab, select the range. Yeah, like this we can get total in a minute of the selected cell. Oh sorry, I have to copy this to the end. Now pasted it. Now I have calculated the total. Now moving to next formula, count. As the name indicates, this formula will count total number of cells or total number of cells with numbers. COUNT, count. Here you can see the help. Counts the number of cells in a range that contain numbers. Please mind this, that contains number. Okay. Count. Next, select the range. This will give me the count as 5 because I have selected 5 cells. Now if I select 6 cells, that is I select this class cell, count, this will not consider this class cell because this cell has characters. Okay, so count formula counts the numbers, the cells those contains number. Now next formula, count A, COUNT, count A. Next I have to select the range. Here I can see I have selected the range. I have selected 5 columns, 5 cells. This will give me the 5 because this will count cell which has some data. If I delete this data, this will say 4. If I write something here, this will count it. Okay, now next formula, count if. Now let us consider, I have to get in which subjects or how many subjects student has scored greater than 70 marks. So this is a conditional count is equals to count if, select the range and give the criteria. My criteria is marks should be greater than 70. Now here I can see I have 3 subjects more than 70 score. Similarly, I have for this student there is no any cell which contains greater than 70. Please mention not 70, it's greater than 70, that is 71. If I say here 71, this will count it as a 1. Now next formula is a length. We have seen the count A formula. Here is a length. As the name indicates, length len will give you number of what is the length of selected cell. Len, length. Now the text I have to select. Yes, I have selected this cell. Now the length is 10 characters. Yes, length calculates or considers space also. Space is a character and which is also considered in a length formula. Now I can see this is the length of the selected cell. Okay, now moving to next formula, max formula. Max formula will give us the maximum number in the selected range is equals to max, sorry, it's a mix, it's not mix, it's a max, then type, then select the range. Now I have to close the bracket, and I can say in subject 1 maximum score is 87. Similarly, to get the minimum score, I will say minimum, and then I will select the range, and I will get the 36 is the minimum score for subject 1, and we can say students have scored on an average 61 marks. Okay, it's an average. So we have seen sum, count, countif, count A, length, max, minimum, average. Now moving to our next sheet, we have some formulas: vlookup, concatenate, if statement, and upper. Yeah, we'll see these formulas later. First of all, we have some very like simple formulas, then we will move to those formulas. Now first formula is left. What this left indicates, let us say I have to get what is the designation of these names, and I can see the name contains designation but they are not separate. So if I say is equals to left, left, sorry, left, oh shit, left, then starting bracket, select the text. Now how many number of characters I require? I require 3 characters. Now press enter. I can get designation from the names. Next formula, mid, MIT. As the name indicates, mid formula will give me the starting string, from the starting string to the number of characters those I have selected. If I need to extract names from this, now I have selected the text. Now start from where? Start from third character, and how many number of characters I require? I have, as earlier we can see, we have seen the length formula. Now I have to select this length and enter. Yes. Oh, I can start from fourth. I don't need this dot. Yes, I got the names. Now similarly, as a left, we can get text from right side. If I say from this text I need 2 characters from the right side ending 2 characters, and I have to select, I have to give comma, then 2, then enter. This name has 2 characters like SHASHTATA. If I say this as a 3, then this will give me 3 characters. Yeah. Now understood about left, medium, and right. Now we have to look these formulas. That's a vlookup. Vlookup is the most useful formula, may use in so many areas. Vlookup formula gives us a value based on a key. This uses a vertical lookup. Let us say, what is a key? Key is a unique identification to the data. I can see this STUD001 is a unique identification for the first name. Similarly, I have names for those, and I have to get obtained marks. Now I will say is equals to vlookup, then select the lookup value. My lookup value is key, that's I have selected. Now comma, I have to give table array. Table array is what? Table array is a data which contains my key and the value which I needed. Now my data is here. I have to select my key first. Always remember, when using vlookup, your first column in a data table array should be key, and then I need total. There are total 8 columns, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. Now I have to give comma, which column I need. I need 8th column value, then comma If there is no value, then say it's 0. I got the marks. Yeah, similarly I can get the marks for all. Sorry, I need to paste it. It's a key problem. Yeah, it gives me marks. Here we can see if this student 3 has 272 marks, we can see student 3 has 272 marks. Fine. Now our next formula. To see this next formula, I will separate this data. What is a concatenate? Now I'm to have this data in separate columns. So many times we need to have first name and last name in separate columns. So how to do this with one click? Now I have to go in data menu, here home, insert data, and now text to columns. In text to columns, my text has some delimited identification. I have to select this. There are options, tab, semicolon, comma, space. Yes, I can see my data is separated by space, and I have to say next. I can see my data, it will be like separated like this. Yeah, it's right. Finish. I can get first name and last name separate. Now again, if I have to join this data, is equal to concatenate, is equal to concatenate, tab, select the first cell, comma, I have to use space in between, comma, I have to get the last name, comma, I have to use a full stop. I got my data concatenated. No need to type again and again. Now moving towards our next formula, if statement. If statement is decision making statement used to make decisions. Now how to use it is, if I have to say marks greater than 280 is a first class. Now is equals to, if this cell has value greater than 280, I will say this is a first class. If I say here, it's a false because it is not the first class. What is this false? This if statement has two blocks. First block is true block, value if true, and second is value if false, and if statement start with a logical test. Now moving on, I have to say if the marks is greater than 250 is a second class. Now again I will nest this if statement, nesting of if. I will start with a starting bracket. I will say this value is greater than 250. I have to say it as a second class. Enter. It's not greater than 240. Now what about this? This is a false because I have not written the false statement. I will say pass class. Understood about the if statement? Yeah, if statement is used to make decisions, to get decisions. Now upper statement or upper formula. Let us say I need this address in all capital letters. It's very simple, is equals to upper, select the text what you want to be upper. Now entire data will be in a caps format. No need to type it again. Thank you very much for the patience and watching this video. We have more formulas, more functions to explore in Excel. We'll see it day by day, timely. Thank you very much. Please suggest something. Please share your reviews in below. Yeah, goodbye.